I want to talk about, just for a minute, changing out your anti-scalp wheels on your mower. They play a very important role as far as keeping your deck from running into the dirt and really scalping the yard. So I keep a real good close eye on them to make sure that they're all running smooth and properly, but I try to get the most use out of them. These little rascals can be expensive. They're some of them are $12, $13 each. If you find them on sale, you can get them cheaper than that. On the Gravely 260Z, you've got one on each side in the front. You've got two that are kind of separated in the middle on the rear, and then there's a pin up front, a big roller pin. And you have to watch the roller pin too, because that's one of the most important things, and your two wheels on the back, because when you have a high-rise surface in the middle, that's what keeps your deck from bottoming out. So, and the wider your deck, the more of a challenge that is, because it's harder to keep it off the ground. You have more of a tendency to want to get on the dirt in the middle. So you have to really watch these wheels, because you don't want to scalp people's yards. But I'm going to show you a wheel that's wore out. I'm just changing it out. I'm going to show you some little tricks that I've done to try to give it some more life. This wheel, if you'll look at the center hole is just wallowed out. Now this is another wheel. If you can see the difference in the two, look how big the hole is here. This wheel, I put a metal pin in here. There's a bolt that goes in. I put this metal little metal sheath through here. I had them made at the shop. We just measured the inside of right here, and when this wheel actually wallowed out enough on the inside to put this pin in, I put this pin in and then put the bolt inside the pin, just like this. And see, it wore out the pin on this side. And what I would do is just turn this over and let it wear out the bottom side, or keep turning it. But you can tighten up on this little piece of metal and it keep wearing it out instead of wearing your bolt. And see, this is what they do to the bolts. They wear your bolts down on one side, so you have to turn your bolt to get it to wearing on the other side. But this one is another used anti-scalp wheel, but this one's completely disintegrated. It's broken right here, and whenever you turn, it wants to lean on you and grab. So I'm going to put the new one on, which my sheath won't fit on the new one. So I take the old one and just slide it in with the bolt. This is a 3/4 inch. I think it's a 1/2 inch bolt with a 3/4 inch head, but I'm not exactly for sure. When you get the machine, it comes new with a grade 8 bolt, and I don't go back with the grade 8 bolts. I go back with a little bit softer bolt because they're a lot cheaper. So we'll just put this one back on. Make sure you put your washer back on. And this wheel has a lot less mobility. It's still a little bit loose, but it's not that loose. I try to get all the use I can out of these wheels. This one is done. And these little metal sleeves they come in handy. You can just go down to a local metal shop and find some small pipe that'll fit inside that little hole and measure the length, and you can use it just like a bushing, and it works. So that's changing out your anti-scalp wheels on a Gravely 260Z.